Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. So yesterday we created a zero delta straddle of 22,000, but Nifty fell 100 points from its peak yesterday at around 315. So we had to move our 22,000 call short to 21,900. So basically that position was created for zero delta, but we adjusted yesterday. Apart from that, we have hedged our call buy with call sell 48,300 CE. And for Nifty, we have taken a short put that is 21,300 put. Cora, any limit orders for Nifty?
Put at 4. Actually, I wanted to adjust that 22,000 put down to 21,900. But it's not giving a chance. In this energy and bank Nifty, at least in the first 5 minutes. The trade itself is wrong. All right, for the guys who are coming in fresh, what we do is we create a 6 months away ratio spread as a crash protection. At that time, when we started in September, Nifty was trading at 20,000 levels. So 10% down, we bought, that is 18,000 put. 2 by selling 119,000 put in June. We are okay because we have a protection now for a 15% crash, not 10% crash. So for the new guys, if your broker permits, what we would do is if I were to create that trade, 10% of 22,000, that's like 19.5 or 20,000, somewhere in between. So I'll buy 19,000 puts, that is 200, and sell 20,000 put, 100, June strike. Is it credit or debit? Just check. Add those two.
Yeah, correct.
No, 19.5 won't be there. It's only 19,000. June. And 20,000. So if it's about 250, you are getting for a zero cost. Yeah, it's somewhere there. You're not getting at zero cost. Neither we got at zero cost. You have to spend a little bit. 128 into 2 is 256. So you are spending 242 minus 256. About 14 points or 14 rupees as a 10% crash protection.
So Cora, we need to sell 20K put and buy 19K, double that amount.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So we can initiate that trade today, or
you initiate the trade. I will actually bookmark the trade as a paper trade, because I don't want to increase the transaction cost. Ideally, I can close that, make 100 rupees profit and move here, but it's just a transaction cost for me. So I won't be doing that.
sure. So this is for this will stay till June expiry, and then we'll roll over to a similar.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
If a crash comes, you make some profit, but the next leg won't be available at this kind of cost, because there's no cost there actually, and the margin also it won't eat up much. I mean, the cost is only that 128 into 2 minus 242. 14 points is the cost.
Right.
Like what we have done. So our cost is also the same, 16 rupees. 232 into 2 is 464 minus 450, 14 rupees. What we have is in the holdings. Yeah, not stabilized. The sort by value. That particular top 10 Nifty components, remove 100 and made 150. I'm waiting for the NSE file to come and I'll create that one. So that Nifty portfolio is what we buy for close to 50% of our stock portfolio. So our stock portfolio will be 12.5. So about 6 to 7 lakhs is what we'll invest in that Nifty portfolio. We'll pledge that. Some of the ETFs are not pledgeable in some brokers. So you are not looking at a payoff of
No, it's just not. I'm just putting a confirmation that I selected a correct strike and this is how it looked. Yeah, I got your point that this is for the production. Just to confirm, that's it. The trade
yeah.
is
So what this will do is protect your portfolio, not your options
correct.
trades.
Yes, I got
Option
that idea.
trades might be little saved, not like. So what I would envisage in that day is day M2M might be flashing somewhere around minimum 10%. That would be 1,50,000. And that trade, the June trade might be cushioning 20 to 30,000. We still have to rely on our directional skills not to get into a bad trade on that day, especially when it comes to options. Holdings, yeah, there's no point fiddling them. Like, I mean, if I keep putting in and out, I'll be just paying STCG and too many things like that. I don't want to fail with this till 1 year, especially the Nifty portfolio. The micro cap and mid cap once in a quarter. So it might give a protection to my portfolio.
And for the equity portfolio, Kora, you will be giving some insights that where to invest during this program, or that's a separate one?
No, during this one.
Okay, thank you.
It might be little delaying because I told you the reason, like 1 week delay. And that's okay. That will be like a tracking error kind of stuff, which is in the industry, it is about 0.5% to 1%. Bank Nifty is trying.
A Nifty order about to trigger.
All right. So this, I think we'll go with that. I mean, if it's come below 240 or whatever, below yesterday price, I wanted to move it down to 21.9 put, which is basically a wrong order entry. Luckily, we didn't get into Bank Nifty to manage. Let's go with this and go for a green close on Nifty.
Okay, Parag.
The one which is 22,000 profit is what is going on. So you might have to sell 22,000 call. Yeah, for that.
Akura will move this to 48,400 by booking profit.
There's no profit there. We have to close the trade, that 48.5 almost, if it is not a green close today.
Okay, sorry.
Because we'll get a different trade there, right? For that, it's fine. Yeah, for that, you just sell 150. You won't have the trade, guys, the new guys. The rationale for the trade is past one. The rules are buy when Nifty closes at all-time high, some long-dated 3 months away at the money call, and exit when Nifty posts a 5-day low. So Nifty current 5-day low is at around 21,500-ish. So if Nifty drops back to 21,500, we will exit. And in between, you can always hedge with a short-dated out of the money call, just to limit the damage. That we preferably do on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, not on Friday and the preceding Thursday. I think he will get back to normal of our positions in a week's time. Not in a week's time, I think maybe 1 or 2 days. So yeah, in the trading journal, there will be small difference. The only thing I will add is wherever that 24th, 27 June 2019 closes today, that closing price is what I will take as a my entry dummy price instead of my June crash protection. Everything else we will remain the same. And in the holdings, once I create a Nifty portfolio, I will take that as a paper trade because it will be the same. My entry price will be little ahead. So there will be a difference, and I will create a ETF portfolio by doing some analysis like midweek, tomorrow or after. We have that 100 mid cap 150 Bs. Then there is some other ETF we want.
Momentum.
Yeah, momentum ETF, ITBs. Yeah, I'll give you a procedure on how I'll invest the ETFs. So that ETFs and Nifty portfolio is what I expect you to pledge for any additional trades. First, Nifty 100 Bs, that one. This time I'll use as a Nifty Bs as a benchmark. There won't be much difference. So I buy one Nifty Bs, Nifty 100 Bs, and track along with that how we are performing. So instead of Nifty 100 Bs, I'll do one Nifty 50 buy when I create that portfolio. So, all right, we might as well put the insider trades. What are the insider trades, Vidya? Just can you read?
Yes, correct. JTL Industries. Yes. Then AMI Organics. AMI ORG, right? Then NRB Bearings. RK Forge. And Vandala, yes.
Yeah, I did.
NRP Bearings actually is a repetitive. It has come last time in February, March. So it won't be coming again. We'll see if they buy again in this month. The husband-wife couple. They're buying almost every month. Promoters. So I won't be buying NRB bearing. The idea is you run from Jan 1st to December, all the insider trades. If it comes in the 1 month and if it comes again in the next month, you won't be buying that. So that is the case with NRB bearing. RK Forge. AMI Organics, JTL and Wonderla is what I'll do. The idea here is we get about 40 insider trades every year, about 3 to 4 a month, 10 to 12 months into 3, about 40. You hold them for 1 year and you rotate. So if you had started from last year, January, I would be exiting some insider trades with a profit. I don't have this year complete back test or whatever, live test. Last year, when Nifty didn't do anything, and also war and all that stuff, right? Even in that worst circumstances, this portfolio has given absolute returns of 18 to 20% when Nifty was flat. And small cap were also flat, micro cap were also flat, or maybe small gains of 3 to 5%. This year, we have from September, it has given 18% absolute returns. Ideally, you should be doing XIRR. But that's okay. I mean, whether you do XIRR is a bloated number. What you realized is an absolute number. We do have some as a micro cap portfolio in this, but we got double because last month we made some profits. So the idea is if you made any options profits, plough into this insider screen.
So, Gora, just to be sure, are you saying that we have to do sort of a monthly exercise and
Yes.
And pick up any stocks that are repeating or new stocks?
Only the new stocks. So
Okay.
if he had done this exercise since Jan to now,
Okay.
last year Jan, NRB bearing, you would have picked up somewhere in March or Feb. I don't remember the exact month.
Okay.
So it has come again this month also.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't want to buy that.
Repeat
What did
repeats
that?
repeats have to be skipped, and essentially what's the kind of allocation you prefer, or is it up to us?
What we do is put a meaningful allocation. So 5,000 per script.
Okay. Okay.
So 40 approximate scripts. So the idea is at least you make a 2 lakh profit in options. Hopefully.
Okay. Understood.
And it's a one-time allocation. One-time allocation in the sense 1 year. Next year you will be repeating. Next year you won't be allocating money from your pocket.
And what is the exit criteria for these stocks? So you say
Hold
that
for
we
1 year. 1 year. For
Okay,
your
1 year.
tax benefits. 1 year plus
Okay.
1 day.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Thank you.
It's a broad portfolio. You'll get about 40 stocks. There's no point putting stop loss targets, this, that. You might as well ride the stock for 1 year, whatever happens.
Okay.
And what
Understood.
happens is, if it goes to zero, you lose only 5,000 in a 2 lakh portfolio. It's like only 2.5%. And then we have seen, not boasting here,
Power in
power industries is when a lot of people flocked into this theory. Power industries, we picked up around 500 or 600 in the live show last year.
it's at 6,000.
Yeah, last year, I think June, last year, June somewhere. Not 1 year, before March. That was in June 22. That's when I think we started trading
Yeah, somewhere right here.
somewhere there. You'll get 1 or 2 multibaggers like this. So don't worry about stop loss and exit. You lose only 5,000 if one stock goes to zero. Yeah, so delete NRB bearing and buy 5,000 worth. So 7 of an RK4. We do have this, but we are again buying. We have in a micro cap momentum portfolio. But I would buy again because the micro cap will get exits sometime either this month or next quarter.
Buy 4 or 5 crore.
In 5.
$15 or $20.
20. Six, right?
We have this also in our portfolio.
You have to mark as a different. We'll create a new portfolio.
So, Cora, how did you come about these 4? Because I kind of filtered 1st December to today, and there are about at least 200 entries I can see.
I'll show you the process.
Okay, okay,
During 3 months, all your
okay,
process
okay,
gets cleared. Right now, blindly agree this is what it is.
okay, okay.
And over the
Understood.
3 months, over the month, weekends, every alternate weekend or weekend when I teach this whole stuff. Out of those 200, we filter something else and we restrict to microcap 250 index. That's where we got this 5.
Okay, understood.
Nifty trigger. So we can also the hedge.
You can do anything with that. Akora, I'll close that hedge, Nifty.
It's a rest. If it is more than brokerage, it's not more than brokerage.
Okay.
I think it's more than brokerage, correct? 60 rupees.
Cora, the bank Nifty, you said 48,400, 48,300 instead of 48,300, we should have gone for the 48,400. Isn't
Correct.
it? Why, Cora? Because when we placed that one, it was in red, and generally we do that for the see, we get a higher premium, isn't it?
No, not the premium. Basically, after a down day, which is what it was yesterday, ATM plus 200 call has the highest sharp ratio.
Oh, okay.
I'll put I'll start putting those sheets again rather than relying on the alerts document, which we used to do earlier, and then because we started that PDF alert document, we moved to we didn't put. So what I'll make sure is from today, whatever the research we did, useful or not useful research, we'll push into the OneDrive, the new OneDrive link, which I'll create and then. Yeah, so 40 ATM plus 200, but there was no way you would have guessed what strike is in Bank Nifty, because last 15 minutes it broken down 300 points, I think. So you don't know. And settlement also was like 200 points above than where it indicated at 330 to 325. So you wouldn't have guessed, there was no luxury for you to guess what is at the money strike or at the money plus 100 or 200. At the money plus 500 has a highest sharp ratio, followed by ATM plus 200. Yesterday, the close was 200. When we were trading, the close was like 48.50 or 48.100. So that's the reason I said 48.4 should have been the trade. Actually, yeah, you can move now to 48.4.
I'll do it.
Don't look at the premium because that's a long way to trade. I'll get much more premium if I short 47,500 call, but it's not about the premium, it's about what the trade that has shown up. Yeah, you can close that now and move to, if Bank Nifty rallies violently, you'll lose that profit. If it doesn't rally anyway, you'll make some money at 48.4 and with the loss on that 48.4. Yeah, sell one.
And
Yeah,
Cora,
little
sorry.
messed up because of yesterday. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Cora, I think last time also, I think once in 3 months it might happen that when we place that market and it completely goes and reverses after the show, okay? So in such cases, is it better to exit that one or just stay with that position? Which is in no one's control.
Right or wrong answer. What I do is I unwind the positions in the morning, accepting the mistake. If I had time, I would close before 3:30 itself. If I had placed all the orders at 3:20, it's a very, very serious mistake, which is what it is yesterday in terms of Bank Nifty. So that's why we closed everything in Bank Nifty in the show itself. Nifty, there was no time to correct.
But if
Even
there is
if
an
I corrected, it was there only. There is.
Okay.
The best thing to do in that case is make it a zero delta by involving the Nifty futures. I have told you short 1 or 1.5 Nifty future. If you had rectified that on that November 1 RBI notice came, right? Because of NBFCs and Bank Nifty fallen 1% in last half an hour or 1 hour. Yeah, so ideally that day we should have corrected it by shorting Bank Nifty futures.
Okay.
But there was no time to react that day. And next morning was also, it's a big gap down. Unlike today, if we had done a mistake, like that particular mid-November day, we would have got a exit with a slight loss rather than a big loss like that day.
Hmm.
Yeah, that day the Bank Nifty opened, went down 0.5% in last 2 minutes and opened with a gap down of 1%. That's an unfortunate trade. I won't call it as a wrong trade or what.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate. Yeah, it is not in our control. Okay, but
Like
if there is
yesterday's 22,000 put.
Hmm.
Should have been 21,900.
Yeah, so there, let's say it is an unfortunate day and we have some 5 minutes time. So then in that
Either
case,
you close the trade or make it delta hedge.
make the hedge. Okay.
Make it a delta hedge.
Delta
Zero
hedge.
delta.
Okay.
So at least your losses will be contained.
Hmm.
It won't make it as a profitable trade. It will contain the losses. T Pharma is up 2%. I don't know why.
Cora, just was one question. So you don't
Yeah.
trade in USD INR? I mean, all this work and analysis is for
No.
only indexes. But any reason why not to choose USD INR, which is not that fluctuate?
So what we are trading here is price and a little bit of volatility and some structure, which I will explain in one of the classes.
No, I mean, like,
This may work, or this at least is working for us because we are making some profits out of it. The USD INR is not in our price control. It's all in macro. And one day, any government decision like RBI doing the interest rate nonsense or trying to defend their currency will hit you. Here, nobody is going to defend you anything. I don't think if Reliance is falling 5%, even Mukesh Ambani comes and defends. Nobody will care. Whereas USD INR, the RBI governor comes and starts defending, you will be running for a cover in a different direction that day.
okay,
I would stay away from USD unless otherwise there is a reason for me to do it.
got it. Thank
The
you.
reason is if I'm a IT exporter or where I'm getting constant dollar revenue and I want to hedge underlying currency moves, not as a speculation trade in currencies.
Okay,
There's no successful bets. I mean, like people take that Soros made some money here and all, but he would have lost equal money in other currency bets also. I remember like he got hit in yen currency trade by $1 billion. Whatever billion he made in pound, he lost that in yen. Yeah, so I won't venture. I mean, first of all, I'm missing mid-cap analysis yesterday. I should have got a mid-cap call. And I mean, that's the usual practice we do. Whether it's a loss or profit, I don't care. But yeah, I would have bought a 10,400 call yesterday. And I would have exited in the morning for a loss or profit or whatever. So that itself I forgot to do yesterday. So now where will I do USD INR analysis on top of this?
got it.
All right, guys.